Toddy, what's the news?
Nothing just stealthily dropped a new smartphone. The Nothing Phone 3A Lite marries the affordability of the company's CMF branded phones, but wraps it up in a more Nothing Phone package. That's most evident in the design, which looks a lot more like the Nothing Phone 3 flagship than the 3A series that launched about 6 months ago. And what it looks like the company has done is transplant most of the CMF Phone 2 Pro's hardware into something that looks a lot more like Nothing's mainline smartphones. As such, you get the same 6.77-inch 120Hz AMOLED display, you get a 5000 mAh battery with 33-watt wired charging, you get 8 gigs of RAM with 128 or 256 gigs of storage, as well as micro SD expandability up to 2 terabytes. And the phone comes running the company's latest Nothing OS 3.5 user experience atop Android 15 with 3 years of OS updates and 6 years of security updates promised. Well, the camera placement looks similar to the CMF Phone 2 Pro, and it has the same 50 meg main and 8 megapixel ultra wide instead of a telephoto. Here you have a 2 megapixel macro sensor as well. And while there's no glyph interface or glyph matrix, there is still a glyph light, this time just a simple singular LED notification down in the bottom corner on the phone's semi-transparent back. And to round things out, you can expect the same performance with the same Dimensity 7300 Pro chipset at its heart, just as you'd find in that Phone 2 Pro as well. Which all begs the question, why would you buy this over the CMF Phone 2 Pro, which is already cheaper and has had time to depreciate in price? Well, the main thing is that this is probably going to be available in markets where CMF phones don't feature, so it also brings Nothing to new audiences at a lower price point in those regions. But you can still also buy it in the likes of Europe and the UK, starting at £249. But what do you think? Would you pay a small premium for an aluminium frame and a Panda glass back in place of polycarbonate, as well as that distinct Nothing phone aesthetic? Let me know.